Hey everybody, this is Joe. I just wanted to come on here before this episode starts and let you all know, just a friendly warning. This episode and all of the episodes going forward of Life is Strange are going to have to start with me coming on here and giving you a bit of a content warning. This game is incredible. Amy and I have loved playing it and are going to continue to love playing it, but we want to make sure that all of our viewers are safe and happy and healthy while watching us play this game. So if there are things like abuse or suicide or things like that that are going to trouble you and are going to make it so that you cannot enjoy this game or you cannot be safe watching us play this game, we're going to ask you to please click off of this episode. We love you all and we want you to be safe, so please be aware of that. And if that is something that you are okay with, as I said, the game is incredible, so hopefully you do enjoy. And either way, thank you all so very much. Start the recording. Pull this up. Play. Okay.
I love you.
I love you too. Let's try this again. What happened last time in this game? Ah, fuck, we had all the diner issues.
Yeah.
Right. Alright, so we gotta do some stuff off camera here, basically. I mean, like, we can record it, but we won't do the official, intro and etc. until after this shit's done, because we've done this, 3 times on camera already.
When I went through David's laptop, I found pictures of Rachel and Frank being more than friends.
Right, no way, Max. She was just posing to tease Frank.
If you're not gonna believe me, why don't we check out what Frank has in his RV?
What's that gonna prove?
Frank has Rachel's bracelet. What else does he have in there?
Motherfucker better not have anything. For his sake. Let's check the door. Frank gets so wasted, he sometimes forgets to lock it.
I can't believe you hung out with him.
Not anymore. We have to be casual ninjas here. Shitballs. Okay, here's the plan. I'll go to the diner and distract Frank by telling him I have his money, but he needs to come with me. Then you come in and rewind so Frank doesn't see me. Then you can tell Frank he needs to check out his RV, and then you rewind after you get the key, and...
Chloe, I got this. I'll be right back.
Don't let my epic plan get in the way of yours. I'll try to scrounge up a Scooby snack to distract this dingy nut.
Gotta find a quick and easy way to snag Frank's keys.
So, first, text from Dad. Good. Exit. Now we can talk to the fisherman.
Good morning. How are the fish today?
Don't ask. First the snow, then an eclipse. What's next? A tornado?
Tornado.
A tornado.
You don't think it could be like climate change or something?
Climate sure has changed around here. Just saw that Prescott brat having a fit by himself in the parking lot.
Isn't
Because
he always having a
obviously
fit?
Prescott
Yeah, the only
having a
one.
fit by
You
himself
know
Is
in
a
the
climate
parking
change.
lot. Is climate change.
Mhm.
Sorry, I'm too pissed to talk about it. See you around, kid.
Very good. So we got a new dialogue option somewhere. Let's open the door. Okay.
Good lord, bacon. I'm ready to nosh again. Ugh, but I need to get those keys from Frank.
Okay, so we look at... we
Nathan
can only
has
look
time
at
to get
Nathan.
notes from Frank because he was expelled.
Alright, Warren texted us. Managed to get spelled. Yeah, okay. Good.
He bailed us out of the locked door situation. Maybe he can bail us out of this situation too.
Who, Nathan? Yeah.
No, Warren.
Oh. Right, I meant Nathan. I meant Warren, yeah. Okay, so we tried to spill his soda and it didn't work. Do we want to try to spill his food or we want to just talk to him?
Yeah, spill his food.
You eat like a pig. Try the floor.
I was eating those beans. Are you fucking insane? I was eating those beans!
Take his keys.
Not yet. He's fine. Yeah, no, that's not gonna work.
Damn it.
I mean, it's kind of funny, but
Yeah.
poor guy.
I didn't realize that was beans.
Yeah, me neither.
You have serious balls, little girl.
Thanks.
But hanging out with Chloe, playing with guns, and dressing up like Rachel doesn't make you cool or tough. What the fuck do you want? Take a picture of me and I'll break your fucking camera.
How do you know these are Rachel's clothes?
Because she looks beautiful in them and you look like ass.
That's so
Lucky I
funny.
just took that gun from you.
Grab your keys and let's check out your RV.
Let's not. You fucking creep me out.
In other words, Max, no keys. Maybe I could chat up that officer, or even Nathan, and then go all Groundhog Day on them until I get the info I need.
Okay, so let's do this correctly and rewind us having spoken to him just now. Good. Now we can talk to the officer.
How you doing, Maxine? I'm so sorry you had to be up there with Kate when she, just know that we're proud of you for going up there.
Thanks, Officer Barry. I know you guys deal with this stuff way more than me, but it is hard to deal with.
I'm glad you're representing Blackpool Academy.
Okay. Kate Marsh, Weird Town, David Madsen, or next?
Next.
Nathan Prescott.
Previous. Kate Marsh, I guess.
I guess Kate Marsh will be the face of Blackwell for a while.
Such a waste. Awful.
David, Weird Town, Nathan Prescott.
Nathan Prescott.
I thought Nathan Prescott represents Blackwell.
Well, don't make me backwash this bacon. You know what the Prescotts represent.
Taking over Arcadia Bay?
You're not far wrong, Max. I heard the Prescotts are working on some new big land deals. Mr. Prescott helped out my family once a while ago, so I made a deal with him that I can't seem to get out of. Man, if I could get one instant replay in life. I better finish my breakfast first.
Okay. So we have a new dialogue option.
Alright, good.
So let's rewind again. Let's not make these mistakes that we made last time. Now, I don't know if the new dialogue option is with Nathan or with the cop, but
Okay.
do you want to try the cop again?
Yeah.
How you doing, Maxine?
Thanks, Officer.
I'm glad.
Okay, let's see. Next. Prescott deal.
deal.
Perfect.
Nice.
Well, I heard a rumor you were working for the Prescott family on the side.
Jesus, doesn't this town ever shut up?
I don't blame you for getting extra work.
Look, sometimes I check up on the Prescott family to make sure they're doing all right. Nathan included. Keep this quiet, Max.
Try interrogating somebody else, Lieutenant Caulfield.
Okay. So now we can rewind again, but now we know that information. Good. And now we can go to Nathan, or... Because we didn't get anything that helps us with Frank out of that. It was only with Nathan. Okay. So, let's check out Nathan.
Rachel? Whatever the fuck. Oh, look. Max Amber. Nice outfit. By the way, thanks for getting me fucking expelled, you twee bitch. You're lucky this is a public place.
What's a twee?
We asked this
Considering
last.
we're
I
at a
have no
public diner
idea.
With a police officer right over there, you shouldn't advertise your rage, Prescott.
Oh, yeah? You shouldn't have bitch snitched on me to that fucked up principal.
Kate Marsh, your father, drugs for sale, cops information, or
Ooh,
Rachel and Frank.
Cops information.
I heard your dad hired a local cop to keep an eye out on you and Frank Bowers. Like a babysitter.
Bullshit. My dad doesn't hire. He owns. And these pigs know better than to narc on me.
Do they? I hope that means Frank won't get busted.
Eventually, he will. Guy's into some freaky shit. He told me once he took a weird blood oath for Rachel. Forget I told you that. Seriously. Now get off my crack, whore. Keep your pie holes shut.
Okay. So now we know something about Frank, if you want to go there
That's
next.
really creepy and weird.
Yep, sure is. Do you want to go to Frank about it or keep talking to Nathan?
Keep talking to Nathan, see if something else is
Sure.
there.
Rachel?
Okay. Your father, Kate Marsh, drugs for sale, blood oath
Blood
over
oath.
Rachel and Frank.
Nice.
Weren't you supposed to keep your mouth shut about the blood oath Frank took for Rachel?
Blood oath? Who? What the fuck? I never told anybody about that freaky shit. Besides, everybody knows Frank is a liar and a loser. Even Rachel did.
Yet Rachel Amber hung out with him more than you.
So, Rachel wanted Frank's stash. She let him take pictures, then he carries around her photo like she posed for love. Dumbass.
Okay. Nathan or back to Frank?
Still Nathan.
Okay.
We're getting some valuable stuff here.
Your father, Kate Marsh, drugs for sale, blood oath, Rachel and Frank. So
Oh, was Rachel?
nothing new here,
Okay.
technically.
Okay.
But, I mean, we haven't this time asked about Rachel and Frank or your father or Kate Marsh or drugs for sale. But because if you remember when we asked about drugs for sale, that was when he told us the word higher education, right, that we say to Frank. Mm-hmm. So it's up to you if you want to pluck that one out as well. But
I mean, do we need to? If we know that information, I guess we kind of do. Otherwise,
you and
game
I
won't
know it. The
give
game
us
doesn't know that we
what
know
we
it.
need
Yeah.
to have. All right.
Listen, Nathan. I'll take back everything I said about you. If you hook me up with Frank. Know what I mean?
You look like you've never even taken a hit of baby aspirin.
How do you think I stay wired all night studying? So is it a deal or not?
Calm down, hard up. Deal. You'll get your school supplies. Just go over to Frank and whisper higher education. He'll hook your ass up.
That makes sense. Whoops, wrong button. There we go. Speed it up. Okay. More Nathan or over to Frank?
I don't think there's more with Nathan. Right?
Well, there's Rachel and Frank that we haven't talked to Nathan about yet,
All
technically.
right. Let's do everything because I'm
Rach.
just tired of trying to figure out what we have and have not said.
But sure.
I bet Frank hooked you and Rachel Amber up with party supplies.
Nice try. Rachel partied like a fiend on her own. More than me.
I doubt that.
Like you would know, virgin. Even that pig over there knows Rachel hung out more with Frank. I mean, don't talk to the cop about that, dumbass.
Well, there you go. Now we can talk to the cop about that.
Oh, okay.
Dumbass.
Said not to.
Yes, he sure did. But he will not have said that to us now that we've rewound, but we will know to talk to the cop about it.
Yeah.
So, let's rewind. Let's talk to the cop.
Kappa.
Yeah.
How you doing, Maxine?
Thanks,
Blah, 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 blah. Okay. Kate Marsh, Weirdtown, David Madsen, Rachel and Frank, or Prescott deal. So now we can talk to him about Rachel and Frank.
Nathan said that Rachel Amber represents Blackwell. With Frank Bowers.
Bowers ain't no student anymore. Sadly, he does represent one side of Arcadia Bay. I want you to stay out of his orbit, okay? Him and that rabid mutt.
I heard something about Frank Bowers and his puppy. My boy does love his dog.
Especially when the dog is your personal drooling bodyguard. You can bet he trained that poor thing on blood.
Gross. I wouldn't bet. Where did he get the pup?
Frank used to bet on dog fights. Now, to his credit, he had a revelation. He saved a bunch of the dogs, kept one for himself. He's still a creep. You and that Chloe stay away, right?
Okay. We're learning new things. All right. The
Learning
cop.
things is cool.
Yeah. The cop, Nathan or Frank?
Still the cop.
The cop. Okay. Let's see if
How
there's
you
new.
doing, Mexi?
Oh God. Let's see if there's any new dialogue options.
I'm glad you.
Weird Town, Kate Marsh, David Madsen, Prescott Deal.
Okay.
So no.
So let's leave and try talking to Nathan again. See if something else is there.
Okay.
I don't know. This part is kind of annoying and weirdly repetitive.
That's fair.
Rachel.
Your father, Kate Marsh, drugs for sale, Blood Oath, Rachel and Frank.
Yeah, so none of this. Okay.
Okay.
I don't know what else to do at this point.
Well,
'cause I
talk to
don't-
Frank. Well, all those other dialogue options that popped up, since they weren't for these two, were clearly for Frank in some way.
Okay.
So now we just have to use everything that we've gained to go talk to Frank. So what that probably means is that we can at least do the intro. Probably this has been playing for a bit because some new information was gained. So, hello everybody. Welcome to another episode of Life is Strange. I am Joe.
And I'm Amy.
If you missed last episode, we dealt with this, and there seemed to be some glitches in the game where, like, once we rewound at certain points, we couldn't, like, talk to these characters anymore. So as you saw, what we've been doing was talking to somebody, and immediately after we spoke to them, we rewound back to before we spoke to them, just to make sure that, like that's the way that I found that makes it work, and so that's just what I decided to do. And it seemed to have worked, to our credit. So, but yeah, now we can hopefully continue the story in some way. So let's give it a try.
You have serious balls, little girl. But hanging out with Chloe, playing with guns, and dressing up like Rachel doesn't make you cool or tough. What the fuck do you want? Take a picture of me and I'll break your fucking camera.
All right, so here's options. Chloe's debt, saved dogs, buy drugs, Rachel's photo.
Whoa. Rachel's photo.
You know I saw that photo Rachel gave you.
How do you know about that? Huh? Chloe, right?
She just told me that one of Rachel's favorite pictures was the one she did for you.
Really? Yeah, I mean, that's what I thought. She was just a natural beauty, you know? Wait, let me find it. Here, judge for yourself.
Okay, so now we can look or take the keys, but we can't actually look at the photo, technically.
Oh.
But his keys are on the table.
Okay. Look at them first, though.
The magic keys to Frank's RV kingdom.
Okay, I thought maybe she would say something like that
Well-
would give us a hint as to whether we can just literally take them right out from under his nose.
Well, yeah, because if we take them, then we have them, and then we rewind immediately, and then he thinks they're still in his pocket because we never even spoke to him.
Okay.
Make sense?
Yeah.
All right, let's try it.
I'm afraid I'll have to take your keys now, asshole.
Got his
You
keys.
did not just do that. Give me back my keys, bitch. Give me my keys now.
Yeah, and now we just back up. And it never happened. Again, we should probably rewind past the point where we even spoke to him in the first place.
Yeah.
Yep. So there's that on the table. Now it's not. We'll back up through the conversation. And now we've got his keys. But hey, good job guessing on the first try on that
She
option.
brought. Now back to Chloe.
Yeah, you did it.
Okay.
A little tedious, but it worked.
We did it.
Yeah, exactly. That's what matters. She got splashed by the car coming by, I guess. All right, there's Rachel, or Chloe, not Rachel. We're the ones dressed like Rachel. Look or RV key.
RV key.
I should have known. The amazing Spider Max.
I couldn't have done it without Frank. Now let's get in and out.
You'll need this, Max. On your mark, get set. Throw!
Throw towards the road or throw in the parking lot?
In the parking lot.
Get the treat, boy! I think we just made that dog our bitch. Get it?
Now we can snoop in peace. But let's not waste time. The doggy is busy now, but he might come back.
Okay, so you could change that choice, but do you want to?
No.
Okay. You want to go in?
Yes.
Let's do it. Joy of watering.
What?
Sure does sound like a joy.
Damn. I thought my room was a shithole.
You're not a creepy drug dealer.
Frank has
She's
issues,
not?
but he's not creepy.
No, she's a drug
At
user.
least I didn't think so until I saw him with Rachel's bracelet. Oh, we could cruise everywhere in this bad boy. Can you see us heading down the coast to Big Sur and beyond?
Yes, we'd be tearing up the highway. And you'd probably want me to kiss you again. Chloe, we're on a schedule. We need clues about Rachel.
I know. Just daydreaming.
2 women making out on that poster over there.
They're topless too.
Yeah. What does that
You
say?
scope the area while I hack his computer for info.
Holy shit, this is very real.
It's almost a made-for-TV hoarder. This place is nasty.
All right, time to do some searching.
It's not a hoarder. There's not a ton of crap in here. It could be a lot worse, trust me. There's space for you to walk around.
Yeah, that's fair. So right here, knife, dishes, baseball bat. Up here, steering wheel, bottle, police radar.
Ooh.
Dog food, dog bowl, cupboard.
Right here.
Cupboard.
Must take him days to download porn.
Yuck.
A gun.
Presto, Chloe's gun. Should I give it back to her?
Oh shit.
Leave it, so basically like pretend we never found it, or get it and give it back to her.
No, I know. We can't just take it and not tell her that we have it.
No.
And give it back to David.
No.
Why?
Because,
I want to.
well, unfortunately, that is not a third option for you.
Give the gun to Chloe.
You sure about that? Again, I don't know. I don't remember one way or the other
I don't
what that
want
means.
Chloe to have it. But if we can later on convince her to put it back in David's cupboard where it belongs, then that's a lot better than leaving it with a drug dealer.
Okay. So we give it to Chloe.
I think.
Okay. I mean, if she turns around and says, like, we can kill Frank with this, then we can always rewind and put it back.
Yeah.
I have
Yeah,
a
if
terrible
that's what you
present
want.
for you.
Ugh, an ounce of dank bud? Oh, you so rule, Max. Thank you. I feel so much better now.
You better bring it back to David right away.
There you
Yeah,
go.
sure. I'm on it.
There you go.
Bitch.
I might regret this, but I can't let Frank hurt someone.
Good. So it seems like all of that is aligned in the reasoning that you stated
Gave.
for it. So there you go.
Okay.
Candy bar, baggies, hi-fi.
Let's take the knife.
Take the knife?
Yeah.
You can only look at the knife.
Oh,
Do you want to look at the knife?
yeah.
Good to know Frank has a knife lying around.
Okay. So yeah, dishes,
What
base.
the hell is he doing with that dog?
Stop it.
All right. We can't go down the hall, see if there's
Yeah,
more
we
things?
can. I didn't know if you wanted any of this stuff, but yeah,
No,
there's
I don't give a shit.
candy bar, baggies, hi-fi, sink. Nothing in there. It looks like a shower. There's a book, a blowtorch, prescription pills, graffiti.
Let's read the graffiti and look at the prescription pills.
Sure. Katie, Bruce, Johnny,
Too bad I don't have my Frank Bowers decoder ring.
Nacho, Mick, Katie, Bruce, Johnny, and Tank. And he's got little tally marks next to each one.
Oh, wow. Okay. Can we take a picture of that?
No,
You're dumb.
because the only option is look.
Prescription pills.
You said, yeah, pills.
Are these for Frank or is he selling them? Or both?
Or both. There is a blowtorch,
Yeah,
a book, a
look at
photo,
everything. I
a
wanna-
cupboard, a vent. Okay. Just look at everything.
Yeah.
All right, blowtorch is next then.
That's a pretty extreme lighter.
We looked at these two things, so I guess let's just go around the room then. Here's a book.
Is Frank going to deal online now?
Noob's Guide to a Web Business. The vent open.
I could pry this vent open with the right tool.
Okay, so if we get a tool somewhere,
Cupboard.
we could pry it open. Cupboard next?
No more secrets.
Okay.
All right, let's get the knife from the kitchen.
Okay. Take.
Nice.
This
Good
is
call.
almost as good as a set of keys.
You got it. You called it.
All right.
You can use it to
Open
open
the
the
vent.
vent. All right. Knife. Ooh, it broke.
Curses. Nothing here.
Nothing here.
Okay. Well, can we put it back on?
No. We can look.
Tell me you took photos of
Yeah.
Frank in action.
Oh shit, the knife is broken.
We took pictures of Frank in action.
Again, she's been joking the whole time.
Okay.
Saying like, well, I can't believe he would wear a bikini. What was he doing with this dog? All that other stuff.
That's almost cute to see Frank posing with his dog.
It is kind of cute.
Yeah.
We looked at that cupboard. There's a cupboard there or another vent here.
Okay, let's open the other vent.
Okay, this vent is loose. I need something to pry it open.
Use the broken knife.
We can't. It's broken.
Okay.
But you know what we can do?
What?
Oh man, if only we could go back in time and not use that knife on that vent.
Okay.
Come on, Amy.
I keep forgetting.
Oops. A little bit more. There we go. That should be it, right? No,
Nope.
that's not it yet. Sorry, my bad. There you go. Okay.
Okay.
We've got the knife. Here's the vent. Let's
My
use it.
blade will open any portal.
Ooh. We got shit.
It's like a notebook of some kind.
It's a file.
Oh man, Rachel and Frank's dog. I don't know if I should be touched or disturbed.
Frankie B. Hope you read this first thing in the morning. Sorry about last night. I was being a monstrous bitch and took it out on you. And poor Pompadour. There's a lot of weird shit going on in my life, and sometimes I feel like I'm never going to get out of Arcadia Bay. Thank God for you. You're one of the best things I have here, and I smile when I think of us together. Let's just drive out of here forever. Love you always, R.A. Next.
I'm glad Rachel got to drive this beast. She looks genuinely happy. Rachel really did hang out with Frank. I'm learning more about Rachel than I want to know. Trouble in paradise.
Frank, that was not cool what you did, and don't blame the drugs. You actually scared me, and I thought you'd never chill out. I've never seen you act that way, and the next time will be the last. I'm a Leo, and we don't look back. I care about you, us, so maybe we need to break our routine. XO-RA.
Okay.
Max, you didn't tell me you took photos of Frank in action.
Okay. Cupboard or...
Covered.
Cupboard.
Ooh, Frank's stash.
Okay, so we found his drugs.
Let's look.
I think that's everything.
Oh, it's no, the photo. Oh,
We
looked at
saw
it.
that photo. That was him and his
Okay,
dog.
so
Yeah,
that's
that's everything in here.
Do we need to put the vent back together?
That is not an option, no. We still have the knife, though. Sink. Hi-Fi candy bar baggies.
Baggies
I mean,
for the drugs.
Frank must spend all his drug money on baggies. Recycle, dude.
Yeah, you can't really do that.
what else?
The CD.
Nice rig. Glad Frank treats something here with respect.
Yeah, it does look nice. Like a nice setup. Candy bar, sink, dishes, baseball bat, dog bowl, dog food, or back to Chloe.
Back to Chloe.
Give her the account book.
Yeah.
That makes me ill that Rachel posed like this for Frank. I wrote him love letters. I can't believe she was banging Frank. Rachel straight up lied to my face. Why didn't she say anything?
Because she knew how you would react.
And she wasn't much of a friend, huh? Just another person who shits all over me. Why does everybody in my life let me down? My dad gets killed, you bail on me for years. My mother gloms onto stepfucker. Now Rachel betrays me.
Chloe, Rachel is missing. Nobody betrayed you.
Bullshit! You totally defended step-stalker. Fuck everybody.
Chloe!
What the fuck?
She threw his keys on the roof.
No, we have to rewind.
We're not going to be able to rewind. That's it. This is us driving away.
No.
Yeah, that's it. That's what's going to happen when we give her the account book no matter what.
Well, so don't give it to her.
We have to. That's how you end the scene. That's
I
what we
don't
were
want
looking
to
for.
end the scene. I want it.
No, that's it.
Oh my god.
That's how it was going to happen.
Chloe, you can't keep blaming me and everybody for everything wrong in your life. It's so not fair.
I gotta blame somebody, otherwise it's all my fault. Fuck that.
Grow up. Nobody's fault or Rachel and Frank.
Nobody's fault.
It's just life. Shit happens. It's nobody's fault. Blah, 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 as Mr. Jefferson would say. And Kate Marsh.
Yes, Kate Marsh killed herself. She's dead. Such sad, okay? That doesn't make me feel better about my fucked up life, get it?
So who do you most want to blame?
My fucking dad, of course. Hello?
William?
William or David? So William is her actual father who
Yeah.
died in the car accident.
No.
David's David.
No, I wouldn't say David.
Okay.
William.
You blame William? Really?
Yes, I do. Damn right. He chose to go out that door and leave me forever.
Chloe, your dad didn't choose to leave you.
I know that, Max. My mom actually blames herself. Just because she wanted a ride home from work. Sometimes, even I blame her.
No, you don't.
Yes, Max, I do. Do you know what it's like to wait for your father to come home when you're a kid? And he never does?
No, of course not. But I was with you that day. It was just a terrible accident.
I wish that made me feel better. But ever since he died, my life has been dipped in shit.
You're still here, or I can tell.
You're still here.
You don't want to hear this, but you're still here. Alive. With me. And that is no accident.
You're right. I don't want to hear this.
Chloe, I can't do this out on my own. I need you with me. And Rachel needs you.
A lot of crazy stuff.
Yeah.
Oh my god. What is happening now?
My therapist would probably call it a flashback. This is probably not that.
Use A, D keys and the left mouse button / right mouse button until you find the sweet spot.
Okay.
Whoops. This is
This is
very weird.
Kind of dumb. Why can't it just
Oh,
go
left
into
mouse
it?
button, right mouse button. That's why. Yeah, there we go. Nope, nope, nope. Don't do that. Too far. There you go. I found it.
Someday Dad'll get one of them newfangled computers.
I hope the flash didn't scare you, Max. This is a keeper.
Not until I see it first. You know the rules, Dad. Max, tell him. Whoa, hey. You look totally pale. Are you okay?
Yeah, I just, yeah, I'm fine.
Okay, Chloe. Give me the thumbs up or thumbs down.
Well, I might just allow this one into the family album.
You're the boss.
What is this?
But not the cook.
William is
Hint,
here.
hint, Daddy.
Yes,
And
we can't.
Chloe is just a kid.
Serve us slackers.
Am I that far back in time?
You mean pancakes?
In France, they call them
I'm
crepes.
18 years old inside my 13-year-old self.
If you want to eat.
How?
I volunteer to break the eggs.
Do you remember how many eggs?
Mom said it depends.
That's true.
Okay, let's talk to them.
Question.
Okay.
Right. Like
Who
we're
first,
real
Chloe or
from
William?
here.
I guess
I
Chloe.
Your mom is away.
Oh, we can only
I'll
look.
let her know that.
Chloe is just so damn happy and carefree. And this is the last time unless I change it.
Unless I change it? Oh no. No.
Phone's ringing.
Damn it.
Hello. Hey, honey. Just making a fabulous breakfast with Chloe and Max. We're all going to work at the Two Whales. What? Oh, I didn't know you had to get groceries. Of course I'll come pick you up. Now I'll have an excuse to get a mocha. Be there shortly. Love you.
I have to stop William from taking his car today.
Ladies, I have to go rescue yonder queen at the Save Mart. She doth have many bags of delicious grub for us to feast
You are
upon.
ridiculous.
You'll be grateful for that someday. Shit, where are my keys?
That's $1 for the swear jar.
You mean your college fund? Keys, please.
What do we do?
Find the keys before he does. Fuck.
What a mess we made. I remember those cool drawings I did with Chloe.
You
Damn
can't hide from me forever.
Well, he found them.
Okay, they were under that brown thing. Which is a
Something like that.
hat,
I mean, they were on
think.
that like table, so just rewind a bunch.
Don't you dare question the chef.
Under the
Right,
cap.
like you're the real cook here.
Yeah.
Score.
There you go.
Let her know that.
Okay.
Do you want to look at anything? DVDs, cookies,
DVDs.
couch, DVDs.
Oh yeah, I miss movie nights here. Cookies and popcorn.
Vase, family portrait, waste
Let's
paper
look at the
bin.
Family portrait.
My family never took fun, goofy photos like this.
Why does it look like he's wearing a judge?
Oh, a judge's robe? I don't know. I think it's just his jacket.
Hello? Hey, honey.
Hide the keys in the vase.
Fabulous breakfast with Chloe and Max.
Yes.
Hide the keys in the waste paper bin.
The vase, I think, is a better idea.
Oh, I didn't know you had to get groceries. Of course
Okay.
I'll come.
Do you want to look at some other stuff?
I'll have an excuse to get
Yeah.
a mocha.
So there's a drawing here. There's stuff on the. Oh, we could have hidden them in the couch, I guess, because the couch is no longer an
I
option.
have to go rescue yonder queen at the
I forgot about this. Back to the lighthouse.
Dad, thanks for the day trip to the lighthouse. This sketch is for you to always remember. Love, Chloe.
Save
Nice.
Mart. She doth have many bags of delicious grub for us to feast
You are
upon.
ridiculous.
You'll be grateful for that someday. Shit, where are my keys?
That's $1 for the swear jar.
A snow globe.
You
You
mean
look
your
at the snow globe?
college
Yeah.
fund? Keys, please.
That's a cool snow dough.
Fireplace. Other things. Magazine.
Shit, where are
Magazine.
those keys?
What?
Another
Magazine.
$1 for the swear jar.
You're bankrupting me.
Chloe was so into manga.
Nice.
Nice hair.
Oh, I get it.
Nice.
Look at that.
Yeah. Rewind.
I knew this thing would come in handy. How did my keys get in here?
Damn it.
And no Chloe and Max wine tasting session.
Dad.
Don't blow it, because
I
tonight
said
your mother
rewind.
promised to
I
make us
tried.
a world-famous salmon surprise with chocolate cake for dessert. Max, you'll be here too, right?
She's never leaving me.
That makes all of us.
Yeah, there you go. Now for
Okay.
rewind. Okay. So now we have the keys.
All right,
He's
let's
on
go
the phone.
outside.
Hello?
You got it. Oh, we can throw them outside.
Making a fabulous
But we can't
breakfast
go
for
out
Chloe and
there.
Max.
No.
All
We're
right,
going to
fine.
work at the two-way.
Throw him far.
Oh, I didn't know you had to get groceries. Of course. Okay. I know I had those keys right here. I know it. Forgot all about you, little buddy. Release the keys. Of course. Last time I ordered from Spy Guy Electronics.
You can take the bus, right? The stop is right down the street.
This I can do. Good call, Max.
Oh yeah, the bus is great. It comes every 15 minutes, and there'll be plenty of room for you and Joyce and groceries, and it'll save the environment.
You sold me already. I'm off to yonder bus stop. Joyce will love this.
She
Max,
feels
you are
real
being
good
so
about that,
fucking
but it's not
strange.
going to change it.
You feel okay?
Chloe, I am awesome. We are awesome.
So that was them at the funeral. It now changes
Oh.
to them with her as she's older. That's her grown up backpacking. Changes to her and her dad. Those two together, David and Joyce, changes to her and her husband, William. Chloe and David changes to Chloe getting car keys and a car.
Damn it. Whoa.
There's Nathan.
Hello, are you even listening, Maxine? All my friends in LA told me that Oregon was
Max.
wet and cold every day. But
Never
it's like
Maxine.
75 degrees and I haven't seen the rain once. I know, sorry, Mad Max. You're not pissed at me, right? Right? Do you want to go hit the girls' potty and smoke a peace pipe?
I think Max is high.
She's acting like so weird. You cool, Max?
Nobody listened when I said we shouldn't let her in the vortex.
Courtney, you don't want anybody in the club.
Like whatever, bitch.
Like whatever, bitch.
He hooked up with Stella? Oh no, this is totally fucked up. What else have I changed? Chloe.
David's the bus driver.
This is so weird. Or strange. I
Or strange,
guess.
I was just going to say, exactly.
Climate change is still happening. no.
It's a big dead whale. 2 big dead whales.
Oh no.
Get it? 2 whales diner.
Nice.
Oh, I lied. 3.
It's almost like fucking with time fucks with other stuff too.
Nah, that doesn't make sense. She's going to try to see Chloe, though. What do you think?
I guess William's gonna be there.
Max Caulfield. Taking a break after taking Seattle by storm, huh? We thought we'd never see you again after you left for the big city.
No. I'd never do that to Chloe.
Speaking of, I know she's been dying to see you. Hold on. Chloe, you have a visitor.
And that's episode 3. Chaos Theory.
Sure is.
What do you think? That was a little fast-paced this time, right? Like, there were a lot of things where you were like, no, change it. And I was like, well, sorry, can't.
And there were some things that I did not want to change that we did anyway.
Like what?
Like what? Like taking William's keys.
I thought you wanted to take his keys.
No.
Oh. It's just that the game told you to. So you didn't. Okay. Why didn't you want to take his keys? I mean, I know obviously because it ended like this, but why? Max's whole thing was, you know, Chloe was so upset, and in that moment, it seemed like what she was saying was, to her, everything tracked back to when her dad died.
Right.
That led to where they were in that moment, which was her kind of being so defeatist and feeling like it was all pointless and that, you know, everybody was at fault and she didn't want to. She even said, not an, you know, it's not an exact quote, but she said that, you know, she didn't want to blame herself, but that was the only other alternative. Yeah. So what do you think? There's 2 more episodes left. This is episode 3 of 5 that we just finished, so we still have 4 and 5 left. What do you think or hope happens?
I mean, that's not the point.
What's not the point? What you think or hope happens?
Right.
Okay. What's the point?
To see what happens.
Okay. Do you hate the direction they've gone in? Do you find it intriguing? Is it interesting? Is it stupid? Is it none of the above?
It's sad,
Yeah.
but
But what?
I don't know.
Okay. It's okay to not know. What do you think about that new aspect of Max's power? looking into a picture and going back to that moment.
I think the ability to mess with things in the present as much as we were was bad enough.
Okay. Okay. So messing with the distant past is worse.
Significantly.
I mean,
obviously.
clearly, yeah, because it had such ripple effects. I mean, even just from that brief thing that we saw in that kind of closing, the first portion of that closing cutscene, it looked like we were a member of the Vortex Club. We were like friends with Victoria. And some of those other kids. Warren is not with us at all and didn't even seem to acknowledge our existence when we walked by. So it looks like he doesn't even know who Max is. Plus, she's being called Maxine, which she hates. And it looks like she went to Seattle. Max went to Seattle. And that, I would assume that future version of Max that existed up to that point prior to the Max that we know and have been playing appearing in her body knew what happened to Chloe.
Yeah.
But this Max doesn't. So she doesn't know what happened. She didn't expect her to be in that wheelchair. And it wasn't even the kind of wheelchair where like, oh, it was just something wrong with her legs. She was in a full setup. Her hands were attached to the armrests of the wheelchair as well. So it seems like she's paralyzed from the neck down because she still like moved her face and stuff. So yeah.
I guess we'll find out.
Yeah, that's the idea. Are there any big decisions that you made that you wished you didn't make? I mean, obviously this is the end of the episode. Not our episode, but the games episode. So we'll get to see the like big decisions that you made and which people chose to do that in which way. Right. Are there any off the top of your head that you can look back and say, I wish I hadn't made that, choice A as opposed to choice B kind of a thing?
I mean, I really did not want to bring back William.
Okay.
I was really pissed that giving Chloe the file meant that
we couldn't go back.
We threw Frank's keys on top of a roof somewhere, didn't even put his dog back in his trailer, and just left.
Well, we didn't lock the trailer first, if that makes it better. If it doesn't. Yeah.
It does, because he'll be able to go home, but he'll realize that, like, someone let his dog out. He'll realize that the vent's open, and he'll realize that his keys are just gone.
Yeah. I will say, technically, he won't, because that timeline doesn't exist anymore.
Yeah, that's true.
That is true. But otherwise, yes, you would be correct in those things as well. Well, it looks like we are at the end of the credits. These are a fair bit of credits each time, which is worthy. The people that made this game are worth having their names shown and recognized for the work that they did, for these individual episodes. But let's see what we did. So we didn't steal the money. We left the money. Only about 50-50 on that. Like a little, we were in the majority, but only by 3%.
Yeah.
We did kiss Chloe instead of not kissing Chloe. 78% of people kissed her.
Wow.
We sided with David, which was very much the minority.
Wow.
22% as opposed to siding with Chloe. It's in fact the exact same number of people who kissed her versus didn't kiss her, but we were on one side of the kissing and the other side of siding with David versus Chloe.
Yeah, no, siding with David was definitely the right choice in that situation.
Okay, even though
around it and seen both options, siding with David absolutely was the correct decision there.
Okay, even though after the fact,
even though she was upset about it after.
Right, and she kind of blamed you.
Right. I'm sorry. It just absolutely was.
No, that's fair. Okay, so with the dog, excuse me, throwing the bone into the road would have gotten Frank's dog hurt and you kept Frank's dog from harm, 94% of people threw it in the parking lot. 6% of people threw it in the road.
Yeah.
And we were in the majority of giving Chloe David's gun as opposed to leaving it with Frank. 66 versus 34. So the only thing that we weren't in the majority on was siding with David. In this
That
set of
shocks
circumstances. Really?
78%.
Yeah.
Wow.
Sided with Chloe. Well, again, I think because of the fact that the game has portrayed David this whole time as like
and that's
such an
fine,
asshole.
But that's fine. But you have the power to rewind it.
Yeah.
And see what the other option gives you.
Oh, I assume people...
I would think that people would have originally sided with Chloe, and then when it turned to such shit, rewound it, sided with David just to see, and realized that it was the better choice.
Right. And I think we did David, Chloe, David, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
We did David, and then when Chloe was so upset about it,
Yeah.
I was like, fine, let's side with Chloe. And then when we did that, it was awful. I mean, awful.
Yeah.
So I was like, no, we have to go back and side with David again.
Yeah, because you broke up that you essentially broke up that whole family, and like it wasn't Joyce's fault that David was doing all those things. So okay, that's fair. But I guess maybe people thought based on David's actions, and I can't speak because to what they might have thought, but it's a guess. Maybe people thought that based on David's actions that he deserved to have Joyce that upset with him.
He was irrational. I really, 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 I mean, if you know anything about me, having seen any of our other content on any of our other channels or whatnot, you would know that I really, really, really dislike that he hit her.
That he hit Chloe.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fair.
But
I would hope most people feel that way, but maybe not.
But the way they're portraying this character, in my mind, is that he hit Chloe as a way to, like, wake her up. Just be like, snap her back into reality.
Yeah, like, you need to understand kind of a thing. Yeah.
Not because he wants to hit her. And not because he has anything less than a certain amount of caring for her, which we absolutely learned when we found all that stuff. I mean, there was, a note from David to Chloe saying, like, oh, I'm so, like, happy to be your new dad or whatever.
Right.
I don't remember exactly how it was, but, like, someone who actually really cares about you is going to write that. The only time that someone who abuses you would write that is in a situation where they actually gave it to you to try and manipulate you into believing that that's the truth.
Right. As opposed to keeping it for himself as a keepsake.
Right. And like maybe he did give it to her and then she like discarded it and he took it back because it was something that he wanted to save for himself.
Right.
And so the way I view this character is very different from the way the game is seemingly trying to convey him or trying to make us feel like he is.
Okay.
But at the same time, the only reason why I'm able to feel that way is because the game is actually giving you the information you need to realize that he's a better person than he's being portrayed as.
Interesting. And so hopefully in the later chapters, we will be able to explore David's character more in order to better understand him as a person, as you said, or whether the game makes it clearer or whether it continues to give you like little breadcrumbs to lead you down that trail or gives you something to kind of shatter that worldview and change your opinion completely.
Yeah.
That'll be interesting to see. Want to look at more stats?
Yeah.
Okay, so here are the smaller things. Lisa is alive versus Lisa is dead. I guess Lisa's the plant based on that picture.
Oh.
So Lisa is alive at 42%. of people at this point would have kept Lisa alive. The majority of people have let the plant die. You helped Warren with his exam, or you didn't help Warren with his exam. I thought we did. Didn't we do that?
Yeah, but maybe when we rewound, it like undid it or whatever, and we didn't actually. I thought we did, but
weird. You are on the Vortex Club party list. We were able to do that based on talking to that girl and talking about our style or whatever, and saying that she should help us, and so she was so flattered that she put us on the list.
Yeah.
It says you erased some names from the Vortex Club party list, or you didn't change the party list. So I didn't even know that that was an option, so we were in the majority there.
Yeah, and apparently other people didn't either, maybe.
Right. You erased the cop's answer phone message, or you didn't erase the cop's message. Again, I don't even know what that is. That was not... I don't even know where that could have...
The cop?
Oh.
It looks like
at Chloe's house.
Chloe's house.
So he may have called about
and left
finding something or whatever. Yeah.
We didn't even listen to the messages because
right.
I feel like that's an invasion of privacy that I wasn't willing to do. And then it won't say that there's a message on there.
Right, of course.
So they might never
it just said like answering machine or whatever.
Right.
So
they wouldn't get that message because it would say that someone already listened to it.
Right. Then it says you helped Alyssa or you didn't help Alyssa. So that was when she got splashed with the water. I guess you could have gone over and talked to her or whatever. But we were in the minority in that. 2/3 of people did, it looks like. You warned the homeless woman or you didn't warn the homeless woman? I have no idea what that means.
We didn't come across the homeless woman the way things played out.
No, but again, so we were in the majority there, 2/3 of people. You took a photo in the past or didn't take a photo in the past? Because there was a camera next to the two of them. And so we didn't do that, and we were in the minority, but only by a few percent there, 2%. You left a mark on the fireplace or you didn't leave a mark on the fireplace? Because we could have looked at the fireplace and we didn't in that one point. So we were in the majority because I guess most people didn't look at the fireplace either.
Yeah.
So that's...
we looked at the snow globe on the mantle.
Correct. Yeah, and again, we saw that the fireplace was an option, but it was an option among so many other things, and we were trying to... I think at that point we were struggling or rushing to like get his keys and hurry up or whatever. Yeah. So, okay. All right. So I will say usually in the past we've ended it here and then there's been like a closing cinematic. So we've done the wrong thing. So I will let there be a closing cinematic of us, of the preview of the next episode. Like little video vignette or whatever you want to call it. And then we can close off this episode and we will see you all next time. But let's watch this cinematic first. It's the Vortex Club party. Episode 4, Dark Room.
Oh boy.
So you can see what looks like by the shore, maybe?
Yeah. The Arcadia Bay Beach.
Yeah. On a computer or a laptop and somebody holding a gun.
Yeah.
Okay. What do you think? Are you excited?
No. Definitely not.
Okay.
I am very anxious.
That is fair. Well, there are 2 more episodes left of the game. Obviously, that will not equate to 2 episodes of this show or this series. Because as you can tell, this is not episode 3 that we are ending on here for the episode 3 in the game. But regardless, we really, really hope that you enjoyed. I hope you all are looking forward to it, whether you know about Life is Strange or not. And let us know if you're leaving comments, if you are someone who has played the game before or has not, just to kind of cater our knowledge of your reactions and things like that to see if you're like, wow, I didn't know that would happen even though I've played this before, or if you're like, wow, I really like this game, I'm interested in getting it or something like that. So
yeah, maybe you came across a lot of the stuff that we never came across, like maybe you saw the homeless woman that I mentioned or a bunch of other things, like maybe the way that your version played out, a lot of things happened that just never even could have happened to us because of the way it played out.
Right.
You know, if that's the case, leave that stuff in the comments. That would be interesting to know. Or maybe that's too spoilery for people who haven't played the game.
Well, not necessarily. I would say, I mean, for people who haven't played the game, they're watching us play it, right? So, you know, be aware of it if you're going through the comments, but otherwise, yeah.
So I guess they want to spoil themselves in that situation.
Right, I would assume. Yeah. And I mean, again, the cool thing about this is that it allows you to do things completely differently.
Yeah.
People could go through and play this game and do everything exactly the opposite of the way we did and see how the story changes.
Right.
You know,
and it can be very different.
Right. And it kind of caters to multiple playthroughs if you really wanted to.
Right.
Or different playthroughs. So that is going to be it for us here at the Geek for All family of channels, Video Games for All specifically, obviously. If you would like, we would appreciate it if you would do all those other fun YouTube things. Check out the other videos on this channel, our other channels. There are notification bells, subscribe buttons. Thank you for liking, commenting, etc. You can check us out on our socials. Those are down in the description box below, Facebook, Twitter, etc. And that's probably going to be the end for us here, as I said. So, for now, I have been Joe.
And I'm Amy.
And as we always say, in whichever video of ours you watch next, we will see you all next time. Thanks, everybody.